Yo, what's popping guys, and welcome back to another Scratch tutorial, back with the RPG game tutorial. Sorry for a little bit of a late upload. I thought I had a video scheduled for today, but I guess I didn't because I checked and I was like, oh, I haven't posted in 2 days. Oh no, that's not good. So here I am, making a video. By the way, I'm gonna tell you something eventually pretty soon. Something cool is gonna be coming on Thursdays, but that's for a later date. In this video, today last time we covered crafting, right? Today we're going to be covering enemies on the map, right? Now, when I say enemies on the map, I do not mean like Pokemon where you have to be like touching a specific block for a while and then it'll open up a fight. I mean like you'll see an enemy just walking around on the map, and if you have a weapon, you can go like stab them, you know? Alright, awesome. That's what we're going to do today. So, basically, to start off, what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to select the screen where we want the enemies to be. So, obviously, let's say you wanted like a safe space. Like, let's say this was your safe space. Like, you have like a town that you don't want enemies to spawn in. You can choose where you want it to be. Let's say I want enemies to spawn up here, right? Where the stick is. Let's set that up. First, we actually have to create an enemy. And obviously, we're going to create the most well-known RPG enemy known to man, the slime. Obviously, your RPG game is not cultured if you don't have a slime. If you don't have one of these good guys. Everybody knows you need to have a slime in your RPG game, or it's not truly an RPG game. Everyone knows that. If you don't know that, get with the program, because you're lagging behind all of us, and we're waiting for you to catch up. So come on. Okay. Awesome. Got a little slimy slime. Hold Alt to resize from the center. That's good. There we go. We'll call him Slime. So, now we're going to have him like spawn and like move around the map and all that good stuff. So how do we do that? Pretty easy, honestly. We're going to start with the green flag. Click. Obviously a hide, right? Now what we're going to want to do is when I receive play, right? We'll go ahead and grab ourselves a forever. Grab ourselves an if. Now we can do an if else. Equals. Put an equal. I'll zoom in so you can see better. So grab yourself the equals, right? Backdrop name we're gonna do. And remember, our name for this backdrop is 2. The name for this backdrop is 2. So if oh my goodness, no. If backdrop name equals 2, which it does in this case right now, we will maybe wait a random. We'll have it wait a random before it spawns a slime. It'll spawn a slime every 5 to 10 seconds. It'll spawn a slime every 5 to 10 seconds. Now, if you wanted a slime to spawn instantly the second you came in, so like let's say when the screen loaded, you wanted a slime to instantly spawn in and then have the wait time, all you'd have to do. So we're gonna do it with clones, right? So we're going to do create clone of myself. So do it like this. If you want to have to wait, so you'll enter the screen and then you'll have to wait and then create the clone. It's this. If you want to spawn in, have at least one slime spawn and then wait for more to spawn, do this. I'm going to do it so it instantly spawns one when you come in, and then we'll continuously keep spawning them afterwards. So what we need to do is we need to do slime number. And I'm going to make it for this sprite only. That one's for a reason. Definitely make that one this sprite only. A lot of the other this sprite only variables we made were just to make sure it doesn't clutter this up too much. This one, you need it. You need this to be for this sprite only. So, what we're going to need to do is go ahead and say, right here, grab an if, and we'll do a greater than. Slime number greater than, And now this is where you decide how many slimes you want to be able to have on the screen at a time. I'll say for this screen you can only have 3 on at a time. So if your slime count is greater than 2, meaning 3 or above, right? Then we need to go below. I'm sorry. So if slime number is less than 3, meaning 2 or 1, then we'll be able to create a clone, right? All right, fantastic. So we'll do that and then put that there. So now what that did is right here, we spawn in, it instantly spawns 1 regardless because there's going to be no slimes on the screen, right? Then it'll check the slime numbers, how many there are, and if there's less than 3, it will wait a random amount of time and then spawn another one. Okay, cool. And then we will do a change slime number by 1. And then in here, when it creates a new clone of itself, well, actually, no, we don't even need to do that right here. Oh, wrong thing. I'm bad. So, when I start as a clone, that's what we need to grab. So grab yourself a when I start as a clone block. And when you start as a clone, you will change your slime number by 1, meaning there's a brand new slime on the screen right now. And then we will, let's say, we'll have it spawn over here in this thing since the player can't spawn there, right? So we'll do like here. We will have you go to have your X. Yeah, does that work? Why wouldn't it work? Yeah. X pick random from -213 to -71. I'll just do 70. And then your Y pick random from -163 to 139. So now those stipulations will make it so it'll always spawn somewhere in here. Alright, fantastic. Go to there. Also, don't forget to show it once it spawns. And then what we need to do is we need to grab ourselves a forever. We will let's make it, we'll wait 1 second, and then we will okay, how do we want to do this? So we want it to slightly move towards the player, but not all the way towards the player, right? That's what we want to have happen. So technically we really could just do this really easily and do this. Point towards player. But before we start, point in direction 90. Point towards player. Move 10 steps. Point in direction 90, which would do this. Alright, wait, this is under, not bad. But in this forever, okay, let's just keep it like that for now. And then in this forever, what we'll need to do is set up a few stipulations. If, go to operators and grab yourself a not, backdrop name 2. If the backdrop name is ever not 2 while the clone is showing, it will delete the clone, but before it deletes the clone, it will change our slime numbers by -1. Just like that. Awesome, right? Awesome. So I'm going to call this slime B2, standing for slime backdrop 2. This slime will only spawn. This slime will only spawn on this backdrop 2 backdrop. Okay? Alright, awesome. We'll set up a few more stipulations. Like we will make a new variable called slime health. And do it for the sprite only. If you remember our health tutorial, our individual clone health tutorial, this is exactly what we're doing. So how much do we want our slimes to start off health-wise? We'll have slimes start with 3 health, right? And we will do if then grab yourself a less than from operators, go back to variables. If slime health is less than 1, or anything less than 1, so like 0 and all that stuff. If you wanted to be super specific, you could do 0.01. If you want to have like decimals in health, 0.01 would be the lowest before 0. Well, you're probably thinking, what about 0.001? Technically, that is smaller, but I'm pretty sure Scratch only detects to the 100th place. So just keep that in mind. Just do 0.01, that's what I do. And then in that case, what we will do is for that specific occasion, we will delete the clone, right? And then what we want to do is we're going to have it, drop loot, right? We want our slime to be able to drop loot. So that's what it's going to do. It will make a broadcast before it dies called slime loot drop. And then we'll, die. So, let's make its contents. Well, let's actually make sure that works, right? Yeah, let's make sure that works. I don't know why it wouldn't. So let's see. We go in, a slime spawns, and look at that. It slowly moves towards us, right? Now you're probably thinking that looks really gross, right? I'd agree. How do we fix that? It's pretty easy. All you have to do is take a repeat loop, right? And this move 10, just put it to 1 because we still want it to move 1, right? Well, what we could do is we could repeat 20 times, move 1 step. Now it'll actually seem to move instead of teleport. So we come up to the top. He spawns. See, that's the only issue now. He does kind of that thing. He kind of like moves around a bit. Oh, look at that. It just spawned 2 slimes. Oh, boy. Isn't that cool? Oh, boy. It keeps spawning more slimes. All right. We have a slime overload. We have a slime overload. All right. How do we fix the slime overload? That's right here. Give ourselves a 0.01 wait time to kind of slow it down a bit. Let's get rid of that thing just so I can see what it's like to, yeah, just to see what it's like having to wait. Let's try that again. Maybe, again, sometimes just putting like a wait fixes Scratch's little thing. I don't know what that's about, but, it does its thing. Okay, there's a slime. He's coming for me. There's another slime. Now it didn't spawn in a group of 2, so that's good. There's the 3rd slime. Now, I'm going to pick that up. Stick. Okay, that's a 4th slime. Okay. Well, we can't have there be 4 slimes. That's not okay. Well, okay. So I wonder if this is just a random thing. I wonder if this would work. So if we point towards player, right? And then after that point in direction 90. I want to see if that's not going to fix the spawning. I want to see if that fixes how they turn. I wouldn't think so. I think it just might do it faster, but who knows? We're going to check it out and just see what happens. Oh, it did. Look at that. It actually did. They don't turn really weird. I'll just keep it even. Oh, awesome. Oh, that's a slime right on top of me. All right. Our slime's outline is black, so if it spawns in you, you won't be able to move. Let's quickly fix that. Do you guys remember how to do that? If you don't, I'll show you real quick. It's just all 0, 0, 0, and then change your brightness to 10, which you can tell by looking at the numbers here. And then just, bam, just like that. There we go. That fixes that. Okay, cool. We have slime movement. Perfect. Just do that. Awesome. Again, if you want to make that larger, you can do 30 and it'd move 30 steps. I'm just going to do 20. I like that number. Yeah, I like that number. I'll do 25. Okay. This spawning is what we are having a problem with now. So I think we need to grab ourselves an if else, and maybe the if else will fix it. Maybe. Again, sometimes little things is what Scratch doesn't like, right? And also I'll show slime number just so we can see what's going on with it. Let's see. So wait for a slime to spawn. Oh, I know what it is. Also, yeah, now we can walk through him. I know what it is. I'm actually an idiot. The slime number. Go ahead, just delete it, right? Slime number, since it's on multiple screens, doesn't matter. It does not need to be for this sprite only. I'm sorry. Also, that's not how I do that. Slime number. There we go. Now just plug these back in. Slime number. Change slime number by 1. Slime health to 3. Slime health stays for the sprite only. Slime number does not. Oh yes, and then also when the I think we already did this, but when the slime does that, we get rid of a slime, and then when a slime dies, I forgot to add that, we also get rid of a slime. There's a car outside because there always is when I record. Why wouldn't there be? We get into the game, and now let's test that out. So we come in here and we wait on the corner because that's our job. Sorry. So we wait. Here's a slime. All right. Oh boy, here comes the slime. He's coming for me. Oh, he's coming for me. Help! 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 He's coming for me. Help! Just gonna juke my way through these slimies. Jukes. The jukes. Oh, they don't got nothing on me. Okay, we have 3 slimes now on screen. Now, a 4th one should never spawn. Awesome. Okay. Now, when we leave, this should get rid of them all. It did. Very slowly, but it did it. Alright, now we have to figure out why that did that so slow. Ah, I know why. It's because we have to go through all of their steps before they'll actually get rid of it. So what we should do is, realistically, we should run it at the bottom, but then we should also try running it inside of their movement. Okay, let's do that. That should do that. I don't know why it wouldn't. So I duplicated what we just made to make them disappear, and then put it inside of their movement, of their 3 little blocks to move. So here's one. It looks like everything's working just fine. We go out. He still doesn't disappear right away. Alright, I know what that's on about. So we'll take that out of there. And then what we should do is I'll make another start as a clone, and I'll get rid of all of this. And then I'll just put a forever loop around this. That should fix that perfectly. Okay, let's try it. Come up here to test out Slime Town. Stand on the corner. And there's one. And we'll wait for another one. We'll wait for the 3rd one. Jukes! Oh, I juked through those slimes. We gotta make sure that a 4th one never spawns. A 4th one spawned. Guys, well, whatever. Let's see if this works. Okay, yeah, that got rid of them instantly. Alright, cool. Now we have to figure out why there's still more spawning. That's what we gotta figure out. Let's try the original greater than idea that I messed up. If greater than 2, right? Then just move these to the else. So if it's 2, nothing happens. Otherwise, if it's not 2, it'll wait and then spawn 1. Right? Yeah, that'll work. That should work. I don't know why I wouldn't. Alright, let's go up there and test it. Okay. Alright, look at that. We have a slimy boy. Amazing. 2 slimies. Can we get a 3rd slimy? Alright, cool. We got a 3rd slimy. Now, can a 4th slimy come? We want that answer to be no. Okay. Next idea, right? Keep it entirely like this. Don't even have a check. Check instead when the clone spawns. So an if else, right? Grab a less than. If, oh, I have people talking to me. If slime number is less than 3, so 1 or 2, if it's 1 or 2, then it spawns it. Otherwise it doesn't. Otherwise it just instantly deletes the clone. That's what it'll do. Alright, cool. Let's test that. That should work. I've said that about the last times too, and they haven't worked, have they? I know there's a bunch of you that are probably really upset by this door not being like perfectly squared. I'm sorry about that. Okay. Anyways. We sit here and we wait for the people to come, or the slimes to come. Wait for little slimy slimes. Wait for these itty bitty slimy slimes. Alright, the slimy slimes aren't coming. Why would we guess that is? So, you'll start the clock. Okay, well, here, let me do this. Right? Now, what if I take this out and do this? Spawns a slime. What about this code breaks it? That's what I'm wondering. False. False? A slime number is not less than 3. Well, what is slime number at? Oh, I'm actually brain dead. Since it, we're gonna have to set slime number to 0 when that flag is clicked. Oh my god. I'm so dumb. Guys, I'm actually dumb. Oh my goodness. How many of you were yelling at me? Probably a lot of you. I'm not gonna lie. There was probably quite a bit of you. Okay. Well. Alright, we got slime number 1 making his entrance. There's slime number 2 following quick suit and behind. There's slime number 3. Now slime number 4 should never come. I don't know how long 10 seconds is, because 10 seconds is its longest. I think I got it. I think it works now. Now let's see what happens when we leave. Boom, gone. Alright, cool. Oh, look at that. He spawned instantly. Wow. I just want to sit in here for a second, because I want to see if that timer that spawns the slimes is a little messy. Doesn't seem like it. Alright. Awesome. Now, we'll have to set up slime drops. But before we do that, we should probably add some attacking, shouldn't we? So, how should we add attacking? Let me think about that. Well, actually, I think I'll save like battling and loot stuff for another episode. We have the loot drops system set up in place, and we can make it. We'll do that in another episode. To continue this one, I'm going to add so that the slimes can actually, you know, harm us, right? Right. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so right here we had world interactions and building interactions in our player. We're gonna make another block called enemy interactions. Bam, just like that, enemy interactions. Slap it right underneath building interactions. And now we will start setting up the enemy interactions. Alright. Enemy interactions. And again, we don't need to have it in a forever loop because the block itself is in a forever loop. That's what this thing is, forever. So, enemy interactions. How do we set it up? Really quite easy, honestly. So basically, what we're going to want to do is check if we'll do... So we're going to want to make another costume of our guy. Right? And this will be like his damage sprite. Right? When he gets damage, he goes gray, right? Boop. Pretty easy. So, that means we're going to want to start off when play is clicked to switch our costume to costume 1. Sounds good. So, if touching, we're going to want some colors. So we get this distinct green of the slime that we will call Slime Man, slime color. We're going to do an if touching color. We'll do if touching color of the slimy slime. Right? What we will do is run a check. An if else. If, go to operators and grab yourself an equals. Go to looks, scroll down and grab a costume number. If costume number equals 2, right? Or the hit, because it's going to be like, this is going to act as a invincibility frame. So if you're in the middle of if you have your invincibility frame on, or costume number 2, you can check costume number because it says it right here on your costumes. It says, see, this is 1, this is 2. For the record, if you do swap them around, this becomes 1, this becomes 2. I'm just going to keep it like this, 2, 1. So if costume number equals 2, true, because it is, then nothing will happen. However, if it's not 2, meaning it's 1, and you're not having your invincibility frames on, then what it'll do is it'll switch your effect, it'll switch your costume to 2, or, you know, your invincibility frame. It will then remove some of your health. By the way, we need to make a health. So we'll make health. And we'll put health on the other side of money, maybe. Let's swap them around. Money on this side, health on that side. Awesome. And now that goes along with it would be hiding health and showing health and setting health. Probably we'd probably want our health to be set to something, wouldn't we? Might be all right, might be kind of good, maybe. You know, I don't know. I'm trying to think of where we have a bunch of this other stuff we made set up to like do all this setting. I don't even remember. Anyways, we'll just set it up in here. Yeah. Okay. Set health to maybe 10. We'll have 10 health. So now when we touch a slime, we will change our health by -1. Slimes will do 1 damage. Just so you know, you might want to add a comment to each of these. There's things you can do with comments. If you just right click out of nowhere and then do create, it will... Oh, I hit clean up. Oh, I'm an idiot. So if you just right click and then hit add comment, it'll just add it here, right? But if you right click on a block like this, right? Right click on it and then hit add comment, it'll like attach this little line to it that you can move around so you can easily find what you're talking about. So you might just want to label each of these things, whatever enemy it is. So like slime is what this is. And you can just like put it, like you could literally like put it over here and it'd like lead the line up to the block so you'd know. I'm just gonna leave it here though. Just a thing to think about that you can do. Anyways, so you'll change your health by 1, and then we need to set up how long until we can not... Oh my goodness. how long we can go before we have to be able to take damage again. I'll do like 0.3 seconds. I really don't need it that long. And then we'll switch costume back to 1. Let's go ahead and test that out. So our health's at 10. Come up here, stand on the corner, and we wait for a slime to spawn. Here he is. We sit over here next to him. Wait for him to come get us. Oh, he's inching closer, guys. Okay, now you might see an issue. You're gonna stop moving. Like, you see how we're doing this? Like, look at that. Why are we not moving as fast as we should be? That is because this little wait. So what we can do in the meantime, or not in the meantime, my goodness, enemy interactions, in this else, what we can do is, well, honestly, what we really should be doing is making a hitbox. So just keep this in here for now. Keep it like this. Go ahead and make a new sprite, and I'd put it right up next to the player. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to take the player, just like that. I just copied him. I did Control A and then Control C. Come into the costumes of this new sprite, Control V to place him right in the center. Call this player hitbox. I'm going to make him red just for the sake of being a hitbox. This is what his hitbox is, and it'll always constantly stay on top of him. So basically, when the green flag is clicked, we will hide. This is in player hitbox. And then we will do a when I receive play. Right. Grab ourselves a forever. We will switch. We will set his ghost effect to 100, meaning he'll be showing, right? So you're going to want to show instantly. Set the ghost effect to 100, meaning it will be shown, but you just won't be able to see it. So it won't work if you hide it. You have to show it and set the ghost effect to 100. Okay. And then basically just forever go to player. And then that's exactly what it'll do. But you can just do this, and I think running it like this is even faster, and it'll keep updated with the player faster. To test that, we can just set it to like 50. Just see kind of an idea of what it'll look like. Okay, if you see this, it's like not actually on the player. Why is it not on the player, you might be asking? Well, my main guess would be that these things aren't centered. That one was not centered. This guy is centered. Okay. There you go. See, he lags behind a little bit. You can kind of see the hitbox behind him. However, that'll be barely noticeable when actually playing. So that's good. Hitbox, player, ghost effect to 100. Also, make sure that it forever goes to front, so it's on top of the player instead of beneath him. Let's check. Alright, that didn't work. Well, it actually doesn't even matter whether or not it's on top, just because as long as it's there and it can detect touch, which it can as long as it's showing, and set the ghost effect. So there we go. You start playing, and then it literally just looks the same. The hitbox is there, you just can't see it, but it's not hidden. It is being shown. Okay, cool. Now what we need to do is just go ahead and simply take this slime thing and drag it into player hitbox. Then what you're going to do is just take enemy interactions out, because I didn't think ahead very well, and then you just get rid of this. And if you go to player hitbox, we have this exact same script. And then we will just simply do a when I receive play again, and grab a forever and put it like just like that. Don't put it in here because it'll just make the thing follow the player slower. Not by much, but it'll just do this. It runs faster. All right, awesome. Now it will not be able to, keep doing that thing. Shouldn't be able to. Let's take a little look and see if it works. Stand on the corner. Awesome. Wait for a little slimy to spawn. There's a slimy. Here he comes. He's gonna touch us. Boom. We start taking health like a madman. However, you might notice, look at that. While we do switch costume, while we do take the health, we're not taking health now. And also, we never actually switched color. Why didn't we do that? That's actually pretty easy. So all I'm going to have you do is grab a broadcast, and I'll call this hit. And then we'll make another one and broadcast no hit. So if we delete these costume blocks and put hit on top, no hit on the bottom. In our player, anywhere, I'm just going to put it down here by these other random things. I'm going to do when I receive hit, switch costume to 2. When I receive no hit, switch costume to 1. Then in your player hitbox, instead of this costume number, all we'll have to do, well, honestly, we don't even need these broadcasts. We can do this in a far easier way. Make a new variable, just call it hit. Then when the green flag is clicked, set hit to 0, which will stand, we'll make 0, so make 0 is no hit, 1 is hit. So we start by setting hit to 0, or no hit, right? And then right here, what it'll check is if hit equals 1, or hit, if he's being hit, then nothing will happen. If he isn't getting hit, then he will, right here, set hit to 1, meaning he's getting hit. Then after the wait time, he will set hit to 0, meaning he's no longer being hit. Then just come back to player, and under these things, just get them out of here. Get them out. Go ahead and grab a, when this clicked, actually we don't even need to do that. We can really just do this. Oh, we already have a forever loop. What am I doing? Take these out for a moment. Put an if else. Slap these back on all the way underneath. We'll grab an equals. Put a 1 on this side. And put your hit variable on the other side. Since 1 equals hit, we'll set it to 2, which is our hit costume. And otherwise, we'll set it to 1. That should fix it. Let's take a look. We wait for Slimy to spawn. Alright, here's a slime. Watch our health and watch us. Oh, look at that. We're not getting a hit. Why aren't we getting a hit? So, what we need to check then is why it's not actually causing the hit to run through, right? So, come up here, wait for him to come, and then we'll watch our hit variable to see what is going wrong. So wait for a little slime to spawn. Here he is. We come up to him and watch our hit. Okay, our hit is not going off. Now, the reason being for that, I'm not entirely sure. So let me check to make sure our ghost is actually following us. So there he is. So we'll keep moving so we can see him, and we'll just run past the slime. Okay, so there we go. We got hit by him that time. Okay, see, we're getting hit, right? It seems very sporadic whether or not we're getting hit or not. It's almost like if we're moving in the right time, then it'll register the hit. So we have to figure out why that is now. So, how do we figure out why it's doing that? So, what we should run is we'll check a 0.01 up there. We'll check that and just see if that fixes it. I really don't know what's going on right now, honestly. It's a bit weird. It's a bit odd. So we'll wait for him to spawn. You can still see our little ghost behind us. Come and wait for the slime. See, isn't that weird? Look at that. We're not actually ever taking the hits, which I find really weird, and I actually don't know why. So let's try getting rid of this front layer in player, right? And throwing in the front layer on the ghost, and also just right up here at top grab another. He'll just throw him to front. He won't constantly be going to front. So there we go. Our ghost is now actually on top of us. We can see him. We wait for a slime to spawn. Here's one. And then we see what happens. That's so weird. I think the reasoning... Boy, I don't actually know the reasoning. Honestly, I literally have no idea. This should work. There, look at that. We're taking the damage at sporadic times. Why would that be? Alright, guys. I feel stupid, but I thought of a very easy fix. Yeah, before I... We're going to get this off of here for now so it stays hidden, because I might need it just in case this doesn't work. But go to slime, right? Get another if. If touching player, all we gotta do, right, is do, we will change health, since it's a worldwide variable, by -1, and then just wait a second. And we can wait a second on this slime because he moves in fragments of seconds. So we're good. We're all good. That should work. Literally have no idea why that would not work. So, wait on the corner like a good little man. Wait for the little guys to come up in here. All up in my biz. Here he comes. Look at the health. Look at the health. Yes. It's going down. And it doubles up the more slimes touch you. Alright. So, we have a health system, meaning we can take this hitbox and just get it out of here. We can come to variables and just take this hit variable, just get that out of there. And that's all we need. So, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, then like it. If you didn't like it anyways, because look at the slimes, man. They're adorable. They're honestly just the cutest things I've ever seen in my entire life. I think the cutest things you've ever seen in yours as well. But yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. Well, I don't know, subscribe to my channel if you enjoy my content. That helped me out a lot. Trying to get to 600 subscribers. I'm pretty close. I'm like 25 away or something like that. That's really cool. I want to hit that. That'd be really fun. Yeah. But join Discord, link in the description. Thank you guys so much for watching. Oh my god, they look adorable now. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.